Hello, I'm Cam Close.
And I'm Taryn Valentine.
Welcome back to another edition of Pete's Corner. Stay tuned because this week we've got a great show.
On this episode of Pete's Corner, we're going to be talking all about how you can get over that mid-semester slump. I know at this point in the semester, I always have a hard time.
And I'm sure everyone can use a study break every once in a while, including myself. So to kick it off, we go to our own Caleb Tyrell, who has a story on the Department of Wellness annual Glow Run.
As the semester picks up, students have an increasing need for leisure time to distract from their studies. For some students, running fills that need, which is why the Department of Wellness put on their annual Glow Run Wednesday night, giving students a fun opportunity to exercise.
This is our annual event, so we try to put on a 5K every semester, and this is just kind of our theme for this semester is Glow.
265 students showed up at the Colvin Recreation Center to run the 5K, and also to enjoy the festivities, which included a live DJ, costume contest, a dance contest, and also a cereal bar at the end of the run.
While some students might not find lacing up the shoes and running 3.25 miles to be the most relaxing activity, other students find it to be an incredibly stress-relieving, peaceful activity.
The run took students on a course around OSU campus, with glow stops in front of the Edmund Lowe Library and Theta Pond before looping back around and bringing students back to the Colvin. The 50-degree evening and earlier start time from last year had runners in good spirits for the duration of their respective runs.
It's going great. I just finished my first lap and I'm really excited for the cereal bar after.
After the run, the party didn't end. The post-race activities included a dance-off and costume contest, where special guest Darth Vader even made an appearance. Students also returned to the finish line and were able to enjoy a post-race snack at the cereal bar. Whether students flew through the race or took their time finishing, nobody seemed to be unhappy enjoying their free bowls of cereal afterwards, providing students a temporary break from the rigors of their tough semesters. For Pete's Corner, this is Caleb Terrell.
Thanks, Caleb. It's such a great time of year to go on a run.
And if you don't want to run around campus, I've heard Boomer Lake has great running trails. We should go check it out.
Race you there. Woo, what a great run.
I can't believe you beat me.
I mean, I have come out to Boomer and run with the OSU Running Club before, so no surprise there.
Well, on our way in, I did notice that the paved roads were really nice for running, biking, or even just rollerblading.
Or maybe walking for you.
Oh, ouch. Hey now.
Just kidding.
Whether you like walking or running, Mackenzie McElroy is going to tell us a little bit more about how getting outside can help you study in the long run.
If you look around OSU's campus, you're bound to see countless students studying hard for classes. And while studying is important, it's also important to step away from school, even if it's only for a few minutes, to get a much-needed break. And the great outdoors is the perfect place to do it. Taking study breaks outside have many health advantages for students. Taking a short walk around Boomer Lake during a sunny day will allow your vitamin D levels to go up. One benefit of vitamin D is that it boosts your immune system, and I'm sure we all want our immune systems performing at their best with finals just around the corner.
School is definitely a huge, it crowds my brain so much, makes me so stressed out. So I like to come out here and run and just blow some steam off.
Being outdoors can also enhance your mood. According to a Harvard study, light tends to elevate people's moods, and the brightest lights are usually found outside. The Harvard study also found that if you take a walk in nature, it will improve your self-esteem. So if you're not feeling too hot about your grades right now, a walk around Theta Pond might be just what the doctor ordered.
Studies at MIT have shown to get the most out of studying, you need to take a 15-minute break after every 50 minutes of studying. Speaking of which, it's time to take mine. See you guys outside.
Being outdoors can also increase your physical health as well. Students who are constantly staring at their laptops and phones can develop computer vision syndrome. This syndrome can cause blurred vision and headaches. An easy solution for this problem is going outside. Allowing your eyes to focus on faraway objects outside will help prevent the syndrome.
I like taking my study breaks outside because it's very relaxing, it helps me clear my head, and I just like the warm sun on me, and just being outside in a natural environment is just very relaxing to my well-being.
So move aside those books, close those computers, and head outside for a break. your body and your mind will thank you. For Pete's Corner, I'm Mackenzie McElroy.
Thanks, Mackenzie. I'll definitely be taking my next study break outside. I'll even bring my dog along with me. Well, if you don't have a dog, there's some ways that you can spend time with your furry friends.
You know, Taryn, some students have so much work they don't know what to do. But one of our reporters found that adding a little extra work can actually be beneficial.
Some volunteer work, that is. Our own Kat Wynn is at the Humane Society, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about how you can help out there.
It might be hard to maintain a positive attitude while you're stressed out from school. But believe it or not, a little bit of volunteer work can provide a lot of relief. The Humane Society of Stillwater is a great place to find that relief. It's a nonprofit, adoption-guaranteed animal shelter that serves homeless dogs and cats in the Stillwater community. Students, as well as the rest of the community, are welcome to volunteer at the shelter Tuesday through Sunday. Although volunteering technically requires people to work, the work itself is rewarding in many ways.
I really do think it's really relaxing to come here to the Humane Society. I just love to come here, take a break from school, and just take a nice study break, play with some dogs, play fetch.
Daily responsibilities asked of volunteers include walking and exercising the dogs, playing with and socializing cats, keeping the kennels clean, and showing animals to families who want to adopt, among many others. Those interested in volunteering are in luck because getting involved is a simple process. Just stop by the office and fill out a volunteer release form during any of the operational hours.
Directly interacting with the dogs and cats here at the shelter is by far one of the more popular volunteer opportunities. Senic's just one of the many animals waiting for you to come and play.
Pet therapy, also known as animal-assisted therapy, is a proven method that can help reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, as well as increase self-esteem and improve social skills. Pet therapy requires a screening and certification process, so by no means do the animals at the Humane Society qualify for official pet therapy. Studies do show interacting with a friendly pet can help many physical and mental issues.
Some strategies I would say is come with an open mind. I mean, there are a lot of opportunities. You get to play with dogs, cats. I mean, there's nothing better than being able to see a dog or a cat that it's like, I know, especially for people who are out of state, they're not close to their pets anymore. And so being able to come here and see that there's actual pets here to become therapeutic stress relievers is one of the best things possible here at Oklahoma State.
Volunteers who need a break from studying or whatever their source of stress is can find relief with at least one of the many friendly animals sheltered at the Humane Society. Next time you feel overwhelmed with school or just need a quick break from your busy schedule, stop by the Humane Society of Stillwater for some cat interactions or a puppy play date. For Pete's Corner, I'm Catherine Wynn.
Thanks, Kat. I have a bunch of tests next week, so I'm going to sure need a puppy play date after that.
Taryn, did you know that you could be walking past an entertaining study break every day around Stillwater without even noticing it? Our own Hagen Hall has the story.
They're hiding all around you, in the bushes, under the rocks, in the trees, in every major city in America. More than 3 million are scattered across the globe. Over 50 of those are in Stillwater. 15 are on OSU's campus. They're the semi-secret treasures called geocaches. You won't strike it rich by finding one of these hidden capsules. They usually contain only a list of names of the individuals who have found them. But some people say the entertainment value of finding geocaches is worth its weight in gold. Allison Adams is one such person.
So I actually first heard about geocaching from my mom. She's a big adventure person and likes to, bike ride and run and everything. So she actually heard about it from some friends, and so we started doing it as a family when I was younger and still living at home. And so it's a fun thing to be able to carry on and tell my friends about.
The hidden world of geocaching is not exclusive to professional sleuths and treasure hunters. In fact, anyone with access to a smartphone can join in on the arbitrary treasure hunt by downloading the geocaching app, right here. The app provides aspiring geocachers with a map showing the general location of the geocaches. Allison's husband, Micah Adams, says the various difficulties of geocaching is where he finds the hobby's appeal.
I never would have expected that people would have been doing that. It just seemed really out of the ordinary. And whenever we actually went and did it that afternoon, I just remember it as one of the funnest experiences of my life, not because it was so incredibly exciting, but just that it was something that I never would have expected.
Make sure to join me later on the show when I follow Allison and Micah on a geocaching expedition. For Pete's Corner, I'm Hagen Hall.
Thanks, Hagen. I'll have to start keeping an eye out for those geocaches around campus. We're going to take a quick break, but sit tight because when we get back, Hagen's going to take us on one of his geocaching adventures.
And while you're keeping up with Hagen, Cam and I are going to head to the skate rink and show you what Stillwater small businesses have to offer students.
One probably wouldn't expect a treasure hunt to start on Orchard Street, but in the words of Allison Adams, geocaching brings out the extraordinary in the ordinary.
This is like right where we walk every day.
I know, we walk this way all the time. We've never seen it before.
Yeah, we take some night walks, but I mean, geocaching just adds a little extra flair. It's awesome.
Using the geocaching app, Allison and Micah realize they're getting close to their target. All they have to do now is search for it.
It might be in this little box right here. So, look at that.
Go underneath, it's awesome.
Underneath, there is a plastic bag.
This geocache, like many others, contains a list of names for the finders to add their signatures to.
Found it.
It was fairly easy to find for the avid geocaching couple, so they decided to head down the street to hunt for a more difficult capsule.
So on the app, you can look at, activity, or sometimes they give directions or clues on where the geocache is.
The app showed that this geocache was supposed to be hidden in a tree, but the other geocachers had posted reports of the register being missing. Regardless, a thorough search began.
We probably just searched for about 20 minutes. All three of us got into the tree and we kind of looked around. We didn't know if it'd be hanging off a branch or if it was just on a branch, so we couldn't really figure out where it even would be because there wasn't a description. So that kind of sucks, so we couldn't find it. But I mean, it just kind of makes you want to maybe come back another time and they might have replaced it, or you just get a new look on it and you can find it.
Although the quest is over for the day, many geocaches remain for study breaks to come. With Pete's Corner, I'm Hagen Hall.
Thanks, Hagen. Who knew geocaches could be so much fun?
Well, we're here at the Roller Dome now, and we're about to show you everything they have to offer. Come on.
Roller skating takes me back to the good old days when I used to go to the rink all the time.
Oh, I know, this is so much fun.
Roller skating isn't the only fun thing to do in Stillwater though. There's also bowling and intramurals hosted by the Colvin.
There's also the tumbleweed that has concerts all the time, and 2 driving ranges and a golf course.
Now Hannah Worsham is with the Student Union Activities Board, and she's going to take us to show us what events they have to offer as well.
Okay, so as the Student Union Activities Board, we plan all the events that happen in the union and around the union, and 99% of our events are completely free to the students and the Stillwater community. So we're just like trying to provide that outlet for students to get out of their dorms, do something fun that they maybe can't do every day, but they can do it for completely free because we know funds are tight when we're in college.
It's not uncommon for the STUB office to be filled with its members getting ready for events, like the live Rocky Horror Picture Show. The events vary in theme, so there's something for everyone.
Yeah, I would first recommend coming to one of our events, just finding something that piques their interest, whether that's Comic-Con because you're really into gaming or superheroes, or that's one of our comedians because you really like to laugh. So that's the first way I would encourage somebody to start figuring out what SUAB does.
A well-deserved break can be made even better when coordinated with friends. Are you ready to go to the show?
Yeah, I am.
During stressful school weeks, it's always a good idea to plan lots of good breaks. Fortunately for OSU students, STUB has frequent events that are perfect for unwinding and socializing, like comedy shows.
But growing up, I was super involved in my community, and that was something I wanted in college. And it's actually great because SUAB puts together events for all the college students to come out and just really get involved and build relationships with people, and it's just a great time.
The Student Union Activities Board really does offer something for everyone. For Pete's Corner, I'm Hannah Worsham.
Thanks, Hannah. You know, for some students, it's necessary to kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of school, and that's why Taryn and I have come to check out the Botanical Gardens. You can hammock, enjoy the scenery on a nice stroll, and I even hear there's a yoga class going on later.
We should definitely check that out. But in the meantime, we're going to throw it to Chris Notch, who's going to give us a little information about how some students use trivia night to recharge their batteries.
Like most students, I'm tired of hitting the books and am in need of a break in order to finish strong as the back half of the semester gets underway. I went to check what Stillwater has to offer to recharge the batteries. Trivia night can be a great way for students and the Stillwater community to have a good time with friends and family. Whether going alone or with a group of friends, competing in trivia is as easy as tying your shoe. For OSU senior Jacob Schlecht, being able to join friends for a good time and forget about school for a little bit is why he attends trivia night every week.
Well, they have it on Tuesdays, and I really like their food. And I was invited here one night, and I love it.
At the end of the 10 rounds, the 3 teams with the highest point totals are awarded prizes. Unfortunately for us, our team didn't make the top 3, but that's all right, because it took my mind off of school, if only for a couple hours.
For Mike Darnaby, manager of Louis Bar and Grill, the trivia prizes all depend on what the vendors have given them and what they have available.
Oh, the prizes, they all vary. Most of the time we have some specialized pint glasses, some t-shirts, koozies, free food from us, free beer from us, stuff from the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory next door. Anything and everything you can imagine. Stuff from our Bud Light, Coors Light, Captain Morgan vendors, all that kind of stuff. So basically, whatever we have on hand, we'll give out.
But if trivia isn't your thing, bingo and singo are game nights you can also attend at local venues. Here's a look at businesses around the Stillwater area that have different events going on throughout the week. No matter the day, Stillwater has something for everyone to relax and get ready for the second half push. For Pete's Corner, I'm Chris Notch.
Thanks, Chris. Those are some great ideas to relieve stress and hang out with friends and get some friendly competition in too.
This week we learned a lot of great ways and some great places to go head over for a study break whenever school gets a little crazy. But for now, yoga is getting ready to start, so we better go.
From all of us at Pete's Corner, I'm Taryn Valentine.
And I'm Kim Close. Go Pokes.
Go Pokes.